How could two BTS members make such a big move without the public's knowledge? Jungkook and Taehyung are secretly in the US, starting something that even the other members reportedly disagree with. What exactly are they planning? Is this the beginning of a major change in BTS's journey? Or is it just the beginning of a split that has been unimaginable? Who would have imagined that behind the friendly smiles and warm interactions that we are used to seeing on stage, there is a spark of decisions capable of shaking the foundations of a group as big as BTS? This question resonated even more in the hearts of the ARMY after the shocking news spread like wildfire that Jungkook and Taehyung, two figures known for being close and full of emotional dynamics, were now in the United States. Not just a personal vacation or an individual schedule, but starting a new project that until now has not been officially announced by any party, even by HYB herself. Why, then, did this move cause such a stir? Because rumors are circulating that not all BTS members agree with what they are doing. Some sources said that there were serious behind-the-scenes talks, even discussions tinged with tension, before the two finally decided to leave anyway. There were no ceremonial posts, no official statements, just a series of cryptic hints from fan site photos, deliberately camouflaged location updates, and one or two interactions that left the public wondering, does this mean Jungkook and Taehyung are setting up a big collaboration outside of BTS's official plans? Is this a tacit strategy to test the global market before the group is fully active again? Or is this the beginning of a new path that will separate them from BTS's already conceived agenda? This question was even more tempestuous when several eyewitnesses claimed to have seen the two enter a well-known music studio in Los Angeles, a place that was also once used by world musicians to record legendary works. But what makes the situation even more mysterious is the fact that, in BTS's last interview before their departure, there was not a single offensive word about the project. In fact, one member once confirmed that BTS's big schedule will be done together, which now sounds like a sharp contrast to reality. Meanwhile, the armies were divided. Some see this as a bold and visionary move, a sign that Jungkook and Taehyung want to expand their influence globally. However, there are also those who fear that this is an early sign of disharmony that has been neatly hidden. The question is, if it is true that this project is so important, why should it be done secretly? Why is there no open statement that can calm the hearts of fans? Amid the various speculations, one thing is certain: both seem very focused. Photos leaked from fans showed them exiting the black car with serious faces, talking quietly while looking down. No joking gestures as usual, no big smiles or poses for the camera. All this adds a layer of mystery that is difficult to solve, and now the world waits. Waiting for whether this surprising move of Jungkook and Taehyung in the US will be good news that BTS is proud of, or precisely a new chapter that will spark a long controversy. Because, as we have already learned from the history of the entertainment industry, not all surprises end sweetly, and no one expected that morning, when Incheon Airport was still wrapped in cold air and the sun was just peering behind the clouds, two figures well known to the world would step so quickly towards the international departure gate without a single official announcement. Jungkook and Taehyung walk hand in hand, but their expressions are uncharacteristic. It's not a friendly smile or an enthusiastic wave of the hand that is presented to the camera, but a focused look and a gesture that seems to want to say, "This is no ordinary trip." A source from a staff member who did not want to be named revealed that this departure decision was taken just a few days earlier, after a series of intense internal discussions. It was even mentioned that one of the BTS members tried to postpone the departure on the grounds that this is not the right time, but the conversation ended without a meeting point. Jungkook and Taehyung chose to stay, bringing with them an aura of mystery that is now a hot topic among the ARMY and global media. Does this mean that there is a difference in vision inside BTS's body? The question immediately exploded on social media, especially after some fans found small suspicious clues. One of them was Jungkook's short post on his personal platform, a black and white photo showing the shadows of two people in a recording room, accompanied by an ambiguous caption, "The right time is coming." That sentence is now interpreted as a signal of the beginning of what they are doing in America. On the other hand, Taehyung was seen sharing a classic jazz song on his public playlist the day before departure. For some fans, this is just Taehyung's habit of sharing music. But for observant fans, this could be a clue to the genre direction of their secret project. What if this project is not just a pop song like BTS usually puts out, but a cross-genre musical experiment that is not even included in the group's official plans? The furor escalated when a Los Angeles-based fan shared a blurry photo believed to show Jungkook and Taehyung exiting a top recording studio in the Hollywood area. The photo instantly went viral, not only because of their presence there, but also because the studio was previously used by world-class artists to produce iconic works. Does this mean they are preparing something that could change the global music map? However, behind the enthusiasm and curiosity, there are also concerns that cannot be ignored. Some fans feel that this tacit move could trigger misunderstandings, especially if rumors are true that not all BTS members agree. The absence of an official statement made speculation grow wild, from allegations of a difference in creative direction to theories that HYB herself may not have full control over the project. More surprisingly, an insider in the Korean entertainment industry mentioned that this initiative purely came from both and did not go through the usual internal approval channels. If true, this could be one of the boldest moments of their careers, or precisely the most controversial. Because, as many people know, the K-pop industry has a very strict management system, and stepping outside the official path is a rare thing to do, let alone by an artist as big as BTS. Meanwhile, the public interaction of the two in America remains minimal. Fans who got to meet reported that Jungkook looked down more and wore a big hoodie, while Taehyung seemed busy calling someone in a serious tone. There are no signs they will divulge any information anytime soon. This only adds a layer of mystery that makes many people wonder what exactly is going on behind all this. The question is no longer, what are they doing? But also, what impact has it had on BTS? Will this strengthen the group's position in the global arena, or will it trigger internal dynamics that are difficult to correct? All speculation is still hanging, but one thing is certain. The world is staring at their steps with a deep mixture of awe, anxiety, and curiosity, and if you look at the history of both, we know that Jungkook and Taehyung are not easy figures to read. They can seem like two inseparable friends at one time, then look distant at another time. They can laugh out loud on stage, then carry a mysterious aura that is difficult to penetrate behind the scenes. So, could this project be a way for them to express their creative side that has not received full space in BTS? Or is it just a tacit statement that they want to try a new, freer path? Whatever the answer, one thing is clear: this is no longer just an ordinary trip. This is a step that, inevitably, will leave a big mark on BTS's journey forward. And for now, the ARMY can only wait, collecting every little clue and wondering, is what's to come as a surprise that will make them proud, or a reality that will test their loyalty? For most of the ARMY who have followed BTS's journey over the years, the relationship between Jungkook and Taehyung has always been one of mystery that never ends to be discussed. They once looked like two closely connected souls, seen in the laughter, the looks, and the little moments on stage that seemed like only the two of them understood. However, not infrequently there is also a distance that feels so clear, as if there are things that are not disclosed to the public. The changing dynamic is now back in the spotlight, especially after the two took this big step in America without clear official approval. If we rewind to a few weeks before departure, there was a moment that is now considered an early clue. During one of BTS's internal variety shows that was not broadcast in full to the public, Jungkook was seen having several serious discussions with Taehyung in the corner of the room. The camera capturing the moment only shows a brief snippet, but their expressions are different. Jungkook seems to emphasize something with a hand gesture, while Taehyung nods slowly, his eyes occasionally glancing at the other members joking across the room. Not long after, in a brief interview with Korean media, Jungkook revealed a sentence that at that time sounded ordinary. Sometimes, to create something new, we have to get out of our comfort zone. Now that news of his secret departure has broken, It feels like an early warning that he is preparing to step outside the official lines. Taehyung, on the other hand, is known for being spontaneous, but calculating. He once told a senior music producer that he wanted to make a piece that really represents him without compromise. Is this the moment he meant? Was this secret project a container for the two to combine their creative visions without outside intervention, even without HYB's full interference? The public's suspicions were heightened when a professional photographer in Los Angeles claimed to have received an offer to take a photo of them in a session that was not for immediate publication. This statement sparked huge speculation. Is it for an album cover, a visual project, or even the production of a short film? Because if true, then this project is not just music, but a broader concept, perhaps a combination of visual arts, fashion, and audio in one package. Meanwhile, an internal source close to BTS leaked that at least 2 other members felt not given enough information about this plan. Although not mentioned this news is enough to split the opinion of fans. Some see it as a sign of disharmony, while others consider it a surprise strategy that should indeed be kept secret even from the inner circle. The thing that made it all the more emotional was the reaction of international fans who felt divided. Some flooded social media with supportive hashtags, such as #TrustTaehyung, while others demanded an open explanation from HYB to avoid misunderstandings. However, until now, the company has remained silent, as if letting this riddle grow wild among the public. Even more curious was the appearance of the two at an exclusive restaurant in Beverly Hills a few nights ago. Witnesses said they were sitting at a private table with 3 strangers who looked like music executives. There were no cameras, no invited fans, only a serious chat that lasted for almost 2 hours. When they got out, Taehyung was seen throwing a slight smile, while Jungkook lowered his head and went straight into the black car waiting outside. Is this meeting the key to the project they are designing? Are the 2 youngest BTS members setting the stage for something that will rock the international music scene? Or is it that, unbeknownst to us, they are shaping a new path that will change the face of BTS forever? Amid all those questions, one thing is undeniable. Jungkook and Taehyung are playing a very big game. A game full of risk, but also full of potential. And as always, they did it in a way that left the whole world speechless, waiting, and guessing that in a corner of Los Angeles that is not known to many tourists, there is a glazed building that looks amazing from the outside, but inside it stores the history of world music. The venue was one of the most prestigious recording studios ever used by top musicians such as Adele, The Weeknd, to Bruno Mars. A few days ago, the studio became a point of public concern after an anonymous employee leaked that 2 Asian figures with a tight escort entered there through the back door at night. The employee said he initially didn't know who they were until he heard a very familiar, light laugh coming from the direction of the waiting room, followed by a conversation in Korean. He could not see their faces clearly, but heard one of them say the words bridge and hook in English while playing the piano. Just hours after the news spread on social media, the army began matching the story with a blurry photo taken by a fan outside the studio, one showing 2 men with similar stature to Jungkook and Taehyung getting into a black van. What made the situation even hotter was the fact that the studio was notorious for having strict regulations on the secrecy of projects. Artists who work there usually sign a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, that prohibits them from divulging any details before the official release. This reinforces the notion that the project being worked on is not something small or temporary. If it is true that they are there, then this is a world-class production prepared for the global market. Meanwhile, the social media activity of the 2 in recent days has been a source of endless speculation. Jungkook, who usually shares song clips or casual selfies, suddenly uploaded a short video showing a cup of coffee on a wooden table against the backdrop of an acoustic guitar. The video only stayed on her personal account for an hour before being deleted, but Swift fans have since saved it and reposted it. The guitar sound in the video was claimed by some fans to have similarities to Taehyung's playing. Was this deliberately leaked as a subtle teaser? Or is it just a mistake that must then be removed for the sake of keeping secret? Taehyung himself gave no less vague clues. In a short live broadcast on social media, He played an instrumental song that had never been heard before, with a slight smile, and said, "This is perfect for a night in a city that never sleeps." Fans immediately attributed it to the fact that they were in Los Angeles, the city for which it is rightly nicknamed. But in the midst of speculation, HYB still chose to remain silent. There is no official statement, no clarification, not even a post from BTS's official account that usually actively promotes each member's activities. This silence actually makes many suspect that the company is deliberately letting these rumors spin, perhaps as part of a marketing strategy. However, some are worried that HYB's silence is precisely because the project is completely out of their control. The big question arises: if the